First of all, there was the incomparable Edwards, Duncan Edwards. Because no matter what happened, whatever he was doing, he was there and you knew he was there. And nothing affected him except playing the game. And I said to Jimmy Murphy, I'm down here to see if I can find any fault in this fella, this lad. You know, see if he had any weakness at all. And after a period of time, I said, come on, we'll go back to the ground. It was difficult. You couldn't find it. He had basically everything a game required.
Big Duncan Edwards, and not because so many people talk about his greatness or his potential greatness. I've respected Duncan Edwards for almost the same thing. But Duncan was a terribly humble boy. Duncan was a fellow that he had the world at his feet. And if he did realize it, he never showed it. Duncan was a chap who I've heard getting towards the end of training when, in every walk of life, if a fellow wants to get away early. And old Tom Curry, a wonderful character who was trainer. Names that have been forgotten about because people talk about players only. There was Tom Curry, there was Bert Wally, there was press fellows like Henry Rose. There were a lot of people. Jeff Bent, the reserve fullback that travelled. But Duncan, as I say, turned to Tom Curry. Certain players said, let's get in, Tom, it's time to go. Come on, Tom, let's get in. And Duncan's going crazy. I'm not going in. I don't want to go in. If we go in, we've got to come back this afternoon. And the fly boys, some nice fly boys are saying, don't listen to him. But Duncan meant it.
Probably the best football, all-round footballer that I've ever seen. In fact, I don't have to think about that very hard. He is the best all-round footballer I've ever seen. And what a terrific tragedy, you know, for everybody that they weren't able to see him at the age of 25 when he probably would have been unbelievable.
Duncan was a big, cocky lad. Say cocky, but he had certain arrogance about him that he took onto the field. And I often watched him play for the Army sides. He could stand out in a bad team, whereas the other little fella, Coleman, he was an artist. He looked bad in a bad side, but he looked great in a good side.